Blunt Talk with LT, episode 76. This episode's brought to you by StackWap.com. This episode's also brought to you by Patreon.com/Blunt Talk with LT. Subscribe, become a patron for Patreon.com. It's pretty much a donation site. Donate $2 to become a patron. Support the show. And pretty much you get episodes every Friday on top of the episodes that come out regularly on YouTube, but they're just specifically for the individuals that pledge pretty much $2 a month for the Patreon episodes. So if you want in on that exclusive club, so there's all sorts of different creative episodes we do on the Patreon every Friday. So pretty much subscribe to that. All right, we're gonna get into it. First thing we got here. All right, so recently there's a video that dropped, pretty much happened yesterday. Alexis Skye was on the Black Ink Crew's filming. They're filming something for the show, Black Ink Crew, and she was on set, and a fight pretty much broke out, and this is the video right here. See, she had the advantage initially. It's like she could have took advantage of that, but now she's on the bottom and it's getting ugly. She got her wig snatched. Apparently she got it back though. And that's the end of the video. So pretty much she was, a regular reality show fight that happens, but usually the security guards get to it and kind of break it up quicker than that. But that's what happened. Alexis Skye pretty much took the L there. Other people got involved. The cameraman turned away from the main fight, so we didn't get to see the full coverage of what actually happened in the scuffle. So I don't know. People are gonna spin the stories which way they want to do it. It's not a good look when the footage gets out like that, and it's not good look for the show because now it's on the internet and everybody sees it before it airs on the show. But actually, at the end of the day, they still want to see it on the show, so it's not gonna do anything negative for the show and its promo. But yeah, this is like these world star moments at the beginning of the episode. All right, so what else do we got here? Not much to say about Alexis Skye in that video. This is what happens in reality shows. You get these random ass fights that happen out of like some random forced beef and drama from the producers, and people trying to make the show more spicy. So at the end of the day, these incidences happen, but at the end of the day, more times you see the security get in the way, bombard the scene, and interrupt the fight. No real hands get thrown, and then people are able to just beak in a corner and just chirp and talk aggressive, knowing that security guards will have their back. But that wasn't the case here. They were ready to fight. They got it on. No security guards got there in time, and you know what I mean. Video popped out. All right, so what else do we got here? I'm not gonna stay too long on one subject. We got a couple of things to cover today. Okay, so the Big Baller Brand website is actually up, but no LaMelo Ball and no Lonzo Ball. The face of the new Big Baller Brand relaunch is LiAngelo Ball, and LiAngelo Ball's on the site with LeVar Ball. And they're just pushing the G3 and the G3 Luxe and all the, the Jello apparel. And it's reasonably priced now. It's at $170 something. You know what I mean? It's not like the $300 and $500 that they were doing before when the value was higher. Now it's just Jello pushing the brand because, LaMelo Ball is rumored to have that Puma deal. And Lonzo Ball has a bunch of deals up in the air, but I'm pretty sure he's trying to perform a bit better on the court and, leverage a higher number before he actually signs the deal. So we don't know what's going on with Lonzo with the shoe deal, but LaMelo's rumored to be with Puma or to be signing with Puma. Jello's the face of Big Baller Brand. The website's actually up at bigballerbrand.inc. Or no, bigballerbrandinc.com, or that's what it is, bigballerbrandinc.com, which they don't own the official domain because Alan Foster still owns that. And, BigBallerBrand.com, it still gets redirected to Alan Foster. Alan Foster owns the domain because he owned a third of the company, and that's what they're fighting for in court still. So we'll see how that shakes out. But to be honest, the Big Baller Brand relaunch is, to me, is I said this the last time, it's a fail. I thought it was more of a fail because I didn't realize where the website was, but now that I realize that was just a part of me feeling like it's a fail because I already knew that LaMelo wasn't going to be the signature athlete promoting it, or being the face of it. So you have a player that's not really playing basketball anywhere currently, and not going to be in the NBA anytime soon. He's pretty much just a practice player for OKC, and he's the head of the brand. But at the end of the day, you don't have to be a spectacular athlete to have a brand and have a successful brand. So at the end of the day, he could still just be a public figure, and then his shoes and his apparel could be just that good at that price, and he could still make money. It could still be a successful brand and still grow if they put out some real good product. But it'll be much better, clearly, if he was in the league playing. But for me, I feel like the relaunch was kind of a fail because it's nothing compared to what it was initially with all the brothers involved, and the potential for the brand to actually reach a new era or new heights. But now I feel like it's limited. It's just LiAngelo Ball and whoever is interested in whatever goes on there. But I'm not saying it can't be successful. It's just not what Big Baller Brand was before. So the relaunch isn't that impactful the way the initial launch was. All right, what else do we got here? Okay, so Lauren London denies rumors that she's dating Diddy. And for me, I'm like, why does she even have to deny this? Like, why are people in Lauren London's business at this moment? Like, when something happens and you're like a widowed woman, it's like the public. I know you're public figures, and public figures, everybody has a say on anything public figures, and people don't really care about the public figures' feelings when they're speaking about them because they're hiding behind the keyboard. But when you're a public figure like that and you're going through something like that, and we all respect Nip, and you know what I mean, we respect the relationship and we respect her, it's like, as the public, we should kind of just stay out of her business and not watch her moves. We don't, like, we're not here to police her actions and be like, oh, she can't date this person, oh, it's too early. And people are having that discussion whether it's too early for her to be dating or what's the appropriate time. It's like, that's none of your business. People grieve however they want to grieve. She denied the dating rumors, but at the same time, it's like, I feel like as the public, there should be some sort of standard of just, wow. There should be some sort of standard that the people just keep, and we don't kind of just lower ourselves to that type of, I don't know, that shit's trash, that type of behavior where you're just trying, I don't know, man. I feel like it's nobody's place to kind of just put their, feelings upon whatever the hell, like, she's doing with her life. Like, I feel like you should let these people grieve however they want to grieve and let them live their lives. Okay, what else do we got here? Okay, so Toronto has its own Nigerian version of the Real Housewives reality show. Okay, so this is being reported and being discussed, but I haven't seen the show yet. I haven't seen a clip for the show. I don't know if it's going to be anything good. The only Housewives series that I watch with my girl is which one? The Housewives of Atlanta. That's the only one that I watch with my girl. So at the end of the day, it's like, see, I have to add in with my girl because I ain't sitting there watching that shit by myself. But at the end of the day, it's like, I don't know if this is going to translate. I hope it does, because Toronto needs these reality shows. We need a Love and Hip Hop Toronto, Housewives of Toronto. We need some shit like that to kind of, we're like, Toronto's the fourth biggest city in North America. Toronto needs that type of attention when it comes to these type of reality TV shows, because at the end of the day, New York has all of them, Hollywood, LA, same shit, Miami, they all have their reality shows, and it's like, if you're gonna be top four, it's like you gotta send a reality show our ways. What else do we got here? Um, Shit. Okay, so Eminem starts this Godzilla challenge, and I don't actually understand what the challenge is. This is a video he posted. So the way he's rapping that with his hands on his waist like a old parent giving a lecture or something. That's funny, but is the challenge to actually mimic and imitate his actual, like, I'm stupid with this one right now. I shouldn't have, smoked a fat blunt before this and actually try to comprehend this on the fly. But the challenge seems like you're trying to basically imitate what he did there and respit his bars. I'm guessing that's what the Godzilla challenge is. I don't know. I don't know about that challenge. My thoughts. Jeez. Um, I wouldn't be. I'm not going to be taking place in that because I'm not. I don't want to memorize that verse. Like, I get it. That verse was dope. The way he spat it that quick with all those syllables and shit and the wordplay and all that. But that's very. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that challenge yet. It's just for me to just absorb it for the first time on the pod and not even. I don't know. It's a funny video, but I don't know. No real thoughts on that one. It's the first time I'm kind of like stumped without a perspective on what I feel about something when I bring it to the podcast. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see where that challenge goes. I'm gonna put that on hold and see, what that does, and I'll probably table that for another discussion. Bring that back up if it actually turns into something, and then actually, because when the Soldier Boy challenge and all these other challenges came out, everybody was making videos. I don't know if everyone's gonna be mimicking and replicating that video, or maybe they'll try to do something like it. I don't know. I don't know what the premise of that whole thing. I don't know. We'll see. All right, what else do we got here? Okay, so Lil Uzi Vert's Bugatti was basically some guy. The city workers put the boot. Those traffic city workers. They put the boot on the car. I think this is in New York because this shit happens like literally only in New York. Well, it's not only in New York, but every time you see it on the on Instagram or Twitter or anywhere on the internet, it's usually some New York fuck trying to violate some car with the boot. So let me get that video. I got that video, don't I? Lil Uzi Vert. Yeah, here we go.
Come on. What you doing, man? Leave him alone. That's that. You're going to get in trouble, bro. You're scratching the bottom. Scratching it. You're scratching it. You're scratching it. You're scratching it. You're scratching it. It's going to be on World Star, baby. It's going to be on World Star. Yo, they not towing it. They were gonna tow it, but this guy is scratching the shit out of this guy's car. Lil Uzi Vert. Uzi, come outside. Your car is getting fucked up, man.
Guy said he's scratching the fuck out of his car. Yo, he was. I don't know, man. I don't understand why. Like, what happened to the old tickets and, like, I don't put the boot there. I never understood the boot. It's the biggest inconvenience and pain in the ass of all time. Like, and I have another gripe with that shit. That Bugatti, the paint job on the Bugatti, Cowboy Bebop, anime series. Of all the anime you choose Lil Uzi Vert, Cowboy Bebop, my nigga, Cowboy Bebop. Like, you couldn't get that, like, Dragon Balled out or something, or, like, One Piece or Naruto, or, like, shit, you couldn't get a Black Clover at least, a My Hero Academia, like one of these Attack on Titan theme or something, like a real anime. Real anime. I got into some Twitter beef with these anime nerds about this shit, but fuck. Cowboy Bebop, my nigga. Jeez. All right. What else do we got here? Let's see. Shit transitions all episode, but it is what it is, man. Yeah, I wanted to wait until I got a little more information on this story before I covered it, because for me, I just felt like this was wild. I'm like, why is a 6-year-old girl being arrested by an officer and charged? Being arrested, detained, handcuffed, and charged. And I'm like, a 6-year-old black girl. Like, where do they do this at? Like, what kind of shit is this? Let's just play this video. Like, where they do that at, man? What kind of shit is this? What police force is this? And the video's blurry. Come on, let me see that.
Let's go.
Your grandma's gonna come pick you up, okay?
Oh, I was in school. I just got here.
Come on, let's go.
No, please let me go.
It's like she's crying, and it's like,
You can tell me what happened on the call,
she's
okay?
like Orlando, Florida. See ya?
I don't want to go to the police car.
You don't want to?
No, please.
You have to.
No, please. Give me a second chance.
You gotta go.
I don't want to. Because you're just... No. Please. 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 Please let me go. No. No.
This is ridiculous.
Okay.
Sorry for the audio listeners, if you're not
Appreciate it.
hearing everything. But
If you need something.
yeah. Holy shit. No details on that story currently. That's why I wanted to wait before I actually spoke on it. But apparently the report was she was being arrested and charged, and it was a 6-year-old girl, and she was being apparently they were saying that she was being noisy and misbehaved in the classroom or something like that. And I'm like, so you're arresting a child for being noisy and misbehaved in a classroom? I'm like, that what kind of disrespect is this to the black community, where you keep disrespecting our children and our family members? Like, if that's my family, if that's my daughter, that my niece or something like that, and you're charging her, putting that on her record, making her get that type of experience where she's crying and distraught because a teacher or whatever couldn't handle a little kid, like, nah. What kind of bullshit is this? Too many times I'm seeing, like, every day I go on social media or Twitter or whatever, and I see some sort of injustice to the black community and disrespecting kids. It's like, if you're going to disrespect the community and you're going to try to come at people, at least try to make it the adults. Like, stop trying to come at kids in a certain way. I'm not trying to say come at adults, because you shouldn't be coming at nobody. But at the same time, it's like, don't disrespect the kids and traumatize kids and stain kids' life with these things on the record and try to, like, what is this? It's a 6-year-old kid. I don't know, man. That's filth. All right, what else do we got here? Harvey Weinstein convicted of 2 counts. The 2 counts that he was convicted of is 3rd-degree rape and sexual misconduct. So 3rd-degree rape is, I don't understand the degree of rape. For me, rape is rape. If you're forcing somebody to have sex with you and it's without consent, or it's beyond their will or whatever, for me, I don't know if there's different lines of grayness but for me, rape is rape. That's gross. You should be serving full time. But apparently he's going to get less time. He's not going to really serve a full sentence because the sexual misconduct is it's like a lesser charge as well. This is another case of, these rich fucks getting away with their slimy activities. I can't just say rich because Bill Cosby was rich. He's in jail at his old age. These rich white folks taking advantage of the system and, you know, their privilege. Where they, I don't know, man. This Harvey Weinstein thing is like the countless amount of women, and the fact that it took him so long to actually get convicted of anything, and then he only gets convicted of 2 lesser crimes. I want to see what type of time he ends up getting dished out. It's funny that there's no report on the time yet that he's actually going to be serving. So, shit. Have to end the episode like this. These type of terrible trash reports where you just, you know, you get the information, you get the news, and you don't even have much to say about it. It's just like, yep, this again, same old story. Same old story. Let's talk about Tyson Fury beating Deontay Wilder. Deontay Wilder, that excuse that he had was people are like, it's funny, it's terrible, it's an embarrassing excuse, but I feel like there is a little bit of validity to the excuse. I feel like he had no legs. That was a different Deontay Wilder we seen out there against Tyson Fury the second time around. And he came in a little heavy. His reaction time wasn't the same. He got his ear panel destroyed, equilibrium all messed up, and couldn't stay on his feet. He looked like a man that just crushed a bottle to the head. You know what I mean? Like, he couldn't stand straight. He couldn't react properly. He couldn't get his feet under him when he threw a punch. He was just not the same fighter in that fight. I feel like if he exercised his rematch clause to get a third fight, if he comes in the way he looked in the first fight, then around that shape and that focus, and he doesn't have that ridiculous costume that's weighing so much on him, then he can possibly make it interesting. Everybody's counting him out. I do not count Deontay Wilder out. Tyson Fury had a way better game plan, and he's a way better technical boxer, so he executed his game plan. And when a better technical boxer has a precise game plan and focus, like 99 times out of 100, they're going to win the fight. But when you're Deontay Wilder and you have out-of-the-world power, and if you get a decent game plan and you get a nice training camp and you come in at your tip-top peak shape, Deontay Wilder, you can beat anybody in that division. So everybody counting him out, I don't think so. If he just comes in there and tries to brawl and tries to knock him out in the first round and says, fuck all that technical shit, he could make it interesting. If he just goes all out trying to knock him out, because other than that, you're not going to win the 12-round decision. It's going to be hard to knock him out in the later rounds if he exercises that same game plan of coming forward. So he still has an opportunity, in my opinion, he still has an opportunity to win the fight, but he really have to go for him in the early rounds and make it a fight, not a boxing match at all. Come forward even when he's coming forward and just throw hands. Throw different type of combinations than you were throwing. You can't just do your straight 1-2 because he has longer reach. You know, got to change it up a little bit if you're Deontay Wilder. What else do we got here? Okay, oh yeah, Ball Talk Daily. Okay, I brought back Ball Talk Daily, another podcast, a basketball podcast, audio only. It's on YouTube again. It should be on YouTube soon, and it's on Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, all that, all the podcast apps. So download that, subscribe to that, and yeah, had to bring that back. Ball Talks every day, 10-minute, 12. Probably 15-minute episodes here and there. Just your quick little, insider scoop on the NBA and, everyday discussions. Ball Talk Daily. Subscribe to that. All right. And also subscribe to the page, Blunt Talk with LT. Share the episodes you like, the clips you like. We growing out here. We forever building episodes pretty much daily now. Yeah. That's it. Yeah.